Have you ever stopped for a moment to imagine a world where you never had to worry about refueling your car, where the anxiety of watching the fuel gauge drop to empty simply didn't exist? Imagine a life where every journey you took, whether across the city or across continents, could be made without a single stop for gas, charging, or maintenance related to energy sources. It sounds like a fantasy, something that only belongs in science fiction movies or faraway dreams. But what if I told you that someone has already turned that fantasy into reality? That someone is none other than Maxwell, the genius visionary who has consistently defied what the world thought was possible. If you've been following Maxwell's journey, you already know the magnitude of his genius. In our last episode, we explored how he stunned the world with his groundbreaking innovations, inventions so advanced and so daring that experts were left speechless. The world had never seen anything like it. From the moment Maxwell unveiled his first prototypes, it was clear that we were standing on the edge of a technological revolution, one that could redefine not just transportation, but the very concept of energy itself. If you haven't seen that previous episode, make sure you check it out later, because it sets the stage for everything we're about to explore today. In today's episode, we're taking a deep dive into something equally exciting: the real-world prices of the extraordinary vehicles Maxwell has brought to life, and how you can own one of them. That's right. These are not just concepts or laboratory experiments. They're actual products you can buy. So fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to embark on a journey into the heart of innovation. A place where science, imagination, and human ambition collide to create something truly miraculous. Before we talk about price tags and purchase details, let's pause to truly appreciate what Maxwell has accomplished. What we are witnessing is nothing short of revolutionary. Maxwell has developed a self-sustaining electric vehicle, one that requires no external fuel, no charging, no plug-in power source, and no batteries that degrade over time. You heard that correctly. A vehicle that literally runs on nothing except the endless energy that surrounds us in the air. Think about that for a second. Every vehicle we've ever known, from the earliest steam engines to the sleekest electric cars of today, has depended on some kind of consumable energy source. Whether it's gasoline, diesel, or electricity, every journey has had a cost, a price to pay in fuel, in time, and often in pollution. Maxwell's creation changes all of that. So what makes these cars so extraordinary? The answer lies in their ability to harness energy directly from the atmosphere. This isn't metaphorical, this is literal. These vehicles can draw ambient energy from the environment, convert it into usable power, and use it to keep themselves in perpetual motion. Imagine a car that breathes in the invisible forces around it and transforms them into kinetic energy. This means that once you start driving, the vehicle continues indefinitely, constantly replenishing its own energy without needing a stop. No more gas stations. No more charging ports. No more waiting hours at charging stations or worrying about range. The concept of running out of energy becomes obsolete. The implications of this technology are mind-blowing. Picture yourself embarking on a cross-country road trip without once glancing at a fuel gauge. You could drive from New York to Los Angeles, from Cape Town to Cairo, from London to Istanbul, without ever stopping for fuel. You could explore remote landscapes, deserts, mountains, and oceanside highways, all without a single ounce of worry about where the next charging point might be. The freedom this technology offers is beyond anything we've known. It redefines mobility.
Titre de fine convenance.
It redefines what it means to travel. Now, if you're wondering whether this is science fiction, let me assure you, it isn't. This is real, tangible, and in production. Maxwell has worked tirelessly to make this dream a reality, and he's doing something even more remarkable. He's making it available to everyone. This isn't some luxury reserved for billionaires or tech enthusiasts. It's a solution for humanity, a tool designed to empower everyday people, save the planet, and reshape the future. Let's talk about the vehicles themselves, starting with the crown jewel of Maxwell's collection, the Greener Power EV SUV. Imagine a sleek, futuristic SUV designed not only for performance and comfort, but for sustainability and infinite endurance. The design is both elegant and functional, with smooth aerodynamic curves and a spacious interior that comfortably seats 5 passengers. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. A symbol of freedom from the constraints of the old world. Whether you're a family heading out for a weekend adventure or a professional exploring uncharted territories, the Greener Power EV SUV is built to take you anywhere you want to go. Inside, the vehicle is equipped with cutting-edge technology. The infotainment system is as advanced as any luxury car on the market, with seamless connectivity, voice control, and real-time navigation. The driver assistance features are next generation, incorporating smart sensors, adaptive cruise control, collision avoidance, and AI-driven driving analytics. But the real magic lies beneath the hood, or rather, in what it doesn't need. There is no traditional engine, no fuel tank, no charging port. Instead, an invisible silent system continuously captures atmospheric energy, converting it into motion. You could drive all day, all week, all year, and the car would never stop unless you wanted it to. Think about the financial freedom this brings. No fuel expenses. No electricity bills for charging. No waiting for maintenance due to battery wear. Over time, this vehicle pays for itself. Sure, the initial price tag might seem significant at first glance. After all, innovation has its costs, but when you factor in the lifetime savings, it becomes an absolute bargain. No more spending thousands every year on gas. No more losing hours at charging stations. No more worrying about fluctuating fuel prices. The Greener Power EV SUV is not just a car, it's a lifetime investment in independence. Maxwell's mission has never been about making massive profits. It's about creating technology that helps humanity move forward, cleaner, freer, smarter. This car is a manifestation of that philosophy. It's eco-friendly, completely emission-free, and a step toward healing our planet. Imagine cities with millions of these vehicles, silent, clean, and endless in range. The air would be clearer, the noise would be lower, and life itself would feel calmer. But Maxwell's vision doesn't stop at cars. He understands that transportation is only one part of the global energy puzzle. That's why he also developed the MicroSiC Energy Homebox MHB01, a compact, self-contained energy generator designed to power your entire home. Picture a small device, quiet as a whisper, sitting in the corner of your house, silently generating endless clean energy. No need for solar panels sprawling across your roof. No need for noisy generators or dependency on unstable power grids. This little box can produce enough power to run all your appliances, lights, heating, cooling, and more, all without a single drop of fuel or a single watt from the grid. It's more than just convenience, it's empowerment. For millions of people living in regions with unreliable electricity, frequent blackouts, or high utility bills, the MHB01 is a game changer. Imagine rural communities in Africa, Asia, and Latin America gaining access to stable, clean power for the first time. Imagine families never having to fear the darkness again, businesses running uninterrupted, and children studying under lights powered by nothing but atmospheric energy. The MHB01 brings energy independence within reach for everyone. And just like Maxwell's vehicles, the Homebox is designed with accessibility in mind. Its price is astonishingly reasonable when compared to the lifetime value it provides. You're not just buying a gadget, you're buying permanent freedom from electricity bills, from outages, from the environmental guilt of fossil fuels. And because it runs silently and produces no emissions, it integrates seamlessly into your life. You'll hardly notice it's there, except when you realize your energy problems have vanished. For those who prefer personal, nimble mobility, Maxwell offers the Microver, a compact electric scooter built for the modern city dweller. Light, sleek, and effortlessly stylish, the Microver is perfect for daily commutes, quick errands, and short-distance adventures. It's fast enough to keep up with urban traffic, yet small enough to weave through tight spaces. It's environmentally friendly, efficient, and incredibly affordable. Priced under $1,200, it's a gateway to the future of personal transport. Imagine owning a vehicle that never needs fuel, never needs charging, and takes you wherever you want to go for free. That's not just a purchase, that's liberation. Each of Maxwell's creations is a piece of a larger vision, a world where energy is free, clean, and limitless. And he's made sure that the process of owning these innovations is as smooth as possible. Purchasing is done through an official online platform, a transparent, secure system where you can browse, select, and order your preferred model. Every step, from payment to delivery, is designed for clarity and trust. Because of the high demand and limited initial production, there's a verification process in place to ensure that genuine customers, real people, not bots or resellers, get priority access. Maxwell's rollout strategy begins in Africa, the birthplace of many of his inspirations and the continent that has supported his journey from the beginning. He wants Africa to lead this new technological era, to stand at the forefront of clean energy innovation. From there, distribution will expand globally, bringing this revolution to every corner of the world. In the end, Maxwell's work isn't just about cars, boxes, or scooters. It's about a vision, a world where energy is no longer a commodity to be bought and sold, but a natural gift harnessed responsibly for all. It's about freedom, sustainability, and equality. These products symbolize hope for a planet healed, for societies empowered, and for future generations unburdened by the mistakes of the past. So, what are you waiting for? The future is here, and it's inviting you to join. Visit the official website, explore the options, and take the leap into a cleaner, smarter tomorrow. Be part of the micro-revolution, a movement that promises to reshape our world forever. And as always, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the infinite possibilities of clean energy. Now imagine this. It's a crisp morning somewhere in Nairobi. The sun has just started to rise, spilling golden light over the streets. A man named Daniel steps out of his house, coffee in hand, ready to start his day. He walks toward his driveway where the sleek, silver greener power EV SUV waits silently. There's no hum of an engine, no smell of gasoline, no clutter of cables or plugs. Just quiet elegance. He opens the door, slips inside, and taps a single button on the dashboard. Instantly, the car awakens, dashboard lights blooming like stars across a night sky. No need to check fuel, no need to glance at a battery percentage. He knows it's ready, always ready. He drives off through the waking city, watching the world come alive around him. Markets opening, kids laughing on their way to school, buses roaring past. But his car glides silently, smoothly, effortlessly. As he accelerates onto the highway, there's no hesitation, no vibration, no sound beyond the whisper of wind. He smiles. Not because of speed or luxury, but because of freedom, the knowledge that he will never again have to stop for gas or spend hours waiting for a charge. His journeys are limitless. That's the promise Maxwell's invention carries into every life it touches. It's not just a vehicle, it's a revolution wrapped in metal and glass, powered by the invisible currents of the universe. And the best part? It belongs to anyone who dares to believe that we can do better than the systems that hold us back. Let's step back for a moment and think about how far we've come. For over a century, we've been chained to the pump, tied to oil, to electricity grids, to an endless cycle of extraction and consumption. Every engine we've ever built has been a hungry creature, demanding constant feeding. But Maxwell broke that chain. He dared to ask the impossible question: what if energy didn't need to be refilled? What if it could be drawn from the air itself? And then he answered it, not with words, but with machines that live and breathe by their own power. Now, you might be wondering, how could something like this actually work? The science, though complex, can be explained in simple terms. Our world is surrounded by energy, electromagnetic fields, atmospheric pressure, static electricity, cosmic radiation, all forms of power constantly flowing, unseen but omnipresent. What Maxwell and his team discovered was a way to harness and convert this ambient energy into usable kinetic force. Using a combination of micro-resonance coils, advanced nanoconductors, and atmospheric conversion chambers, his vehicles capture these subtle energies, amplify them, and transform them into motion. It's like catching the wind, not in sails, but in circuits. The result is perpetual motion powered by nature itself. Skeptics once said perpetual motion was impossible, that the laws of physics would forbid it. But innovation has a way of bending the rules we thought were absolute. After all, once upon a time, people said flight was impossible too. They said electricity couldn't travel wirelessly, that cars couldn't run without combustion, that humans couldn't reach space. Yet here we are. Every great leap in history began with disbelief. Maxwell's breakthrough is no different. It's the next step in humanity's long journey toward mastering energy. And with that mastery comes transformation, not just for individuals, but for entire societies. Think about the economic implications. Imagine a world where transportation is no longer a financial burden. No more billions spent annually on gasoline. No more wars fought over oil. No more power monopolies controlling prices. Energy becomes as free as air, because it is air. The ripple effects would be staggering. Goods could be shipped across continents at virtually zero energy cost. Cities could redesign themselves without gas stations or charging infrastructure. Pollution levels would plummet, and with them, respiratory diseases and environmental destruction. The climate crisis, fueled by centuries of emissions, could finally begin to heal. For individuals, the impact is even more profound. Consider Maria, a single mother living in Sao Paulo. She works 2 jobs, often struggling to afford fuel for her daily commute. But with a self-sustaining vehicle, her expenses drop dramatically. No more gas bills, no more electricity top-ups. Her car becomes a partner, not a burden, a tool that empowers her to move freely, visit family, chase opportunities, explore without limits. Multiply that story by millions, and you begin to see what Maxwell's vision truly means: freedom. Then there's the MicroSiC Energy Home Box, a miracle in miniature. In rural villages across Africa, where electricity is scarce or unreliable, families have begun to receive their first units. Picture a small home in a dusty town, lit up brightly at night for the first time. Children reading under clean, steady light. A refrigerator humming softly, preserving food for days. A fan spinning gently in the heat. All powered not by diesel, not by expensive solar panels, but by the atmosphere itself. For the first time, these families are not just surviving, they're thriving. Businesses can open longer hours. Schools can use technology. Hospitals can keep vital machines running. This isn't just energy, it's opportunity. It's dignity. It's hope. And what about cities? Imagine a skyline glittering with lights powered entirely by ambient energy. Streets filled with silent cars, air clear and crisp, no smog or exhaust fumes clouding the horizon. Parks filled with families breathing clean air, skies unchoked by pollution. The hum of progress, but without the roar of destruction. Maxwell's creations offer more than convenience. They offer a vision of what our civilization can become when we align with the natural forces of the planet instead of fighting against them. But perhaps the most fascinating part of all is how accessible this future can be. Maxwell has gone to great lengths to ensure his products are not luxuries for the few, but tools for the many. The Greener Power EV SUV, despite its groundbreaking technology, is priced competitively, roughly equivalent to a mid-range electric car. But the savings over time make it incomparable. No fuel, no charging, no expensive battery replacements. In just a few years, the cost pays itself back many times over. The MicroSiC Energy Homebox is similarly affordable, especially when compared to long-term utility bills or the price of solar installations. And the Microver scooter, at under $1,200, brings personal clean transport to almost anyone. These are not futuristic fantasies. They're products designed to fit real lives, real budgets, real people. Now let's talk about the experience of owning one. Imagine placing your order through Maxwell's official website. The process is transparent, smooth, and secure. You browse the models, read the detailed specifications, and make your selection. Once you've placed your order, you'll go through a simple verification step, ensuring you're a genuine customer, not a reseller or bot. This measure helps keep the system fair and the products available to those who truly want them. When your vehicle arrives, it's not just a delivery, it's a milestone. The sleek SUV rolls into your driveway, silent and powerful. You step inside, inhale the newness, press the start button, and feel nothing but awe. The road ahead is open. No detours for refueling, no stops for charging. You just drive. Mountains, coastlines, cities, all within reach. Every journey becomes a meditation, a dance with the endless energy of the world. And the scooter? Imagine zipping through busy streets, weaving past traffic jams, never once worrying about gas prices. It's freedom in compact form. Perfect for students, workers, or anyone tired of being stuck in the old system. No noise, no pollution, no strings attached.
Endatome, the NHB0 inquietly powers your life.
The lights stay on, the appliances hum, the air is clean. You watch your electricity bills disappear. You realize that energy independence isn't a dream, it's a reality sitting right there in your living room. It's hard not to be moved by the magnitude of this transformation. Energy has always been one of humanity's greatest challenges, and now for the first time, we're poised to overcome it completely. The implications reach far beyond convenience. They touch every part of our existence: economy, environment, education, equality. Energy is life, and Maxwell has given us a way to live it better. Think of the developing world. Entire regions could leapfrog outdated infrastructure, going straight from scarcity to abundance. Think of remote research stations, disaster zones, refugee camps, all suddenly able to operate sustainably and independently. Think of industries, freed from fuel costs, of governments able to redirect funds from energy imports to education, healthcare, innovation. The possibilities stretch as far as the imagination. Of course, every great change meets resistance. There will be skeptics, competitors, those who fear disruption. But history shows that truth and progress always prevail. When the first automobiles appeared, horse carriage owners laughed. When electricity replaced candles, some called it dangerous. When the internet emerged, many dismissed it as a fad. And yet, here we are. Each revolution faces doubt, until it becomes undeniable. Maxwell's inventions are no different. The proof will be in the experience, the moment someone takes the wheel and realizes they'll never have to refuel again. And that moment is coming soon, perhaps for you. The first deliveries are set to begin in Africa, a poetic gesture, honoring the roots of Maxwell's inspiration. From there, distribution will expand to other continents, reaching cities and villages alike. This rollout isn't just a business plan, it's a statement of purpose. Maxwell believes in giving back, in starting where change is needed most, and in building a global community united by clean energy.
So, as you sit here watching, ask yourself, what does freedom mean to you?
Is it the ability to travel wherever you wish, whenever you want, without limits? Is it independence from rising fuel prices, from unreliable power grids, from pollution? Or is it something deeper, the knowledge that you are part of a generation rewriting the story of humanity, choosing sustainability over scarcity, creation over consumption? Whatever your answer, one thing is certain, the future is calling. A future where the air itself becomes your ally, where your car runs as long as your spirit wants to roam, where your home glows with light born from invisible energy fields. A future where every child grows up in a world less burdened by smoke and smog, more filled with promise and possibility. So when you're ready, take that step. Visit the official website, explore the options, place your order. Be among the first to experience what the next era of human ingenuity feels like. Drive the car that never stops.
Live in the home that never goes dark.
Ride the scooter that never needs a refill. Become part of the micro-revolution, not as a spectator, but as a pioneer. The choice is simple yet profound. Cling to the past or embrace the promise of tomorrow. The road ahead is open, infinite, and waiting. And now, for the first time ever, we have the power to travel it without stopping. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay inspired, stay hopeful, and never stop believing in what human imagination can achieve. Because with visionaries like Maxwell leading the way, there are no boundaries left, only horizons waiting to be explored.